A Nanaimo-based pot company is igniting the stock market. Few consumers had even heard of Tilray until this week, and today it ranks among the most valuable of Canadian companies. It's beat out grocery giants like Loblaws. The CBC's Scott Peterson has details.
Tilray is back in the news today with plenty of swings in the stock price again. This comes one day after a tumultuous ride. It's not often a company gets halted 5 times in one trading day, but that's exactly what happened to this Nanaimo, BC company on the NASDAQ exchange Wednesday. High volume and a roller coaster ride in the stock price was more than the exchange was able to handle, and currently trading is up over 1,000% more than when it started trading just back in July at $17. The latest push was propelled by a U.S. ruling allowing Tilray to import medical-grade cannabis into the country for clinical trials in the U.S., and this now values the company at about $26 billion Canadian. That makes it more expensive than iconic companies like Canadian Tire, the National Bank, or grocery giant Loblaw. Tilray's dramatic rise has a lot of analysts questioning the value of a company that only sold $13 million of pot in the last quarter. And investors are betting on a big boom in pot sales after sales are legal next month on October 17. But many are also wondering whether these companies like Tilray, Aurora, Afri, and Canopy will maintain their multi-billion-dollar values when Canadian consumers purchased less than $6 billion of pot products just last year. Scott Peterson, CBC News, Toronto.
Alberta's education minister has apologized for a social studies question asking about, quote, the positive effect of residential schools. That question came to light when a student circulated a copy online. Rafi Boudjikanian explains.
The multiple choice question asked what the positive effects of residential schools were. The answers included children were away from home, or they were learning to read, or they were being taught manners, or they were becoming civilized. The question was posted online by a student who took the exam, and immediate outrage followed on social media. Today, everyone you can think of that was involved has apologized, from the school division where the exam was distributed to the educational body that wrote up the curriculum in the first place. The Alberta Distance Learning Centre says the curriculum has been circulating since 2010, but nobody can explain how or why the question was written that way or how it got past anyone vetting this material. The Education Department is ordering an investigation.
We have still more work to do around education, not just for kids, but for teachers and more senior officials as well, right? To not allow this kind of thing to slip through, right? This is a sort of attitude that goes against the values of who we are as Albertans, and certainly it's not acceptable.
Egan also plans on inviting the family that first posted about this to a review of Alberta's Indigenous educational curriculum next week. Rafi Boudjikanian, CBC News, Edmonton.